How to pick the best electric car for you. With the growing popularity of electric vehicles, EVs, choosing the right electric car that suits your needs can be a daunting task. So in this video, Paul Panda, George Pauly, and I will walk you through the key factors to consider when selecting an electric car. For example, in Part 1, driving range. In Part 2, charging infrastructure. Part 3, performance. And Part 4, affordability. Additionally, we'll explore different types of electric cars, including plug-in hybrids and fully electric models, to help you make an informed decision that aligns with your lifestyle and budget. So, Paul Panda, tell me what you think and know about driving range.
I'm answering this while driving in heavy city traffic. Driving range refers to the distance an electric car can travel on a single charge. It is a crucial factor to consider, especially if you plan to take long trips or have a lengthy daily commute. The driving range varies between different electric car models and is influenced by factors such as battery size, vehicle weight, and driving habits.
Paul, tell me more about choosing an electric car, buying an electric car based on driving range.
I'd recommend that you assess your typical driving needs. In other words, determine your daily commute distance and any planned longer trips. Then, choose a car with a driving range that comfortably covers your average daily mileage to avoid range anxiety.
Paul, can you help me understand a little more completely about range anxiety? What exactly is range anxiety?
Range anxiety? Look at the fear on my face. But I'm okay now. Range anxiety is a term commonly used to describe the fear or concern that electric vehicle, EV, drivers may experience about running out of battery charge before reaching their destination or a charging station. It is one of the major concerns for potential EV buyers and a perceived limitation of electric cars.
Also, George, I've heard some talk about battery capacity. Do prospective buyers really need to consider battery capacity?
Probably. Larger battery capacities generally offer longer driving ranges, but they come at a cost also. So opting for the proper battery size that really meets your needs without exceeding your budget, and that could steer you in the direction of a typical car.
Okay, let's go on to Part 2, which is charging infrastructure. What does a new potential buyer need to think about in this regard?
Charging infrastructure is critical for the convenience and usability of an electric car. It refers to the availability of charging stations and their distribution across your area, city, and along common travel routes. The charging options for electric cars include home charging, workplace charging, and public charging stations.
What does one need to consider concerning charging infrastructure?
You need to consider the local charging station availabilities. Research the availability of the charging stations that are in the area or might be along your route if you're traveling on vacation or something like that. And that's just to ensure that you can get a full charge when you need it.
What about home charging capabilities?
If you have a dedicated parking space, consider installing a Level 2 home charging station for faster charging times and added convenience.
What about charging your electric car while at work?
Well, man, that sounds fantastic because workplace charging is going to be a little bit different depending on your employer. First, they're going to have charging stations there. And, some employers who do offer these charging stations at work, are they going to be full? And can you get a spot in there? And, this can significantly extend your car's range by keeping it topped off every day at work. And on the weekend, go wherever you want and burn it out.
But do you think the employer is going to pay for all this infrastructure?
It's possible that employers today will do whatever they can to keep good employees. And if it means putting some infrastructure so they can drive to work, if I'm an employee and I can work at A where there is no charging facility or B where there is a charging facility and my pay and job description is equal, I might choose go to the employer that will fuel my vehicle.
This is Part 3. So let's talk about performance, which is Part 3.
Electric cars are known for their impressive acceleration and smooth driving experience. Performance factors to consider include horsepower, torque, acceleration, and handling.
How does a potential electric car owner assess performance?
Well, that's a great question again. Consider your driving style. Determine whether, you want quick acceleration, you want to pass people on the freeway, or you just kind of want to, coast by and have that relaxed driving experience. It's up to you what your personality is.
Also, compare performance metrics. Research the horsepower and torque ratings of different electric car models to understand their potential acceleration and overall driving experience.
Here we go, part 4, which I think is the main concern for most prospective electric car buyers: affordability.
So electric cars can have a higher upfront cost. However, compared to internal combustion engines, there's tax rebates. So you're going to get some money probably knocked right off the top, and so the sticker price will be less because of the tax rebates. Now, operating costs down the line, when you have an internal combustion engine, you have all kinds of other costs like oil changes, fluids, all that other kind of stuff. And with electric cars, that just doesn't happen. So you've eliminated your down the road in the future cost of operating this vehicle will be less than internal combustion engines.
How does a person evaluate affordability?
First, you compare purchase prices. Research the starting prices of various electric car models to find one that fits your budget.
Second, you should consider the incentives and rebates. Look into available government incentives, the tax rebates like we've talked about before, because these can considerably put the overall cost back into your favor, and on paper it will be a lot less. Save your money in your pocket.
Last, it's best to factor in operational savings. Electric cars have lower maintenance and fuel costs compared to traditional vehicles, which can save you money over time.
Tell me about the types of electric cars.
First, there's fully electric cars, and these are vehicles that run solely on electric power with no gasoline engine to help them out. They offer zero emissions driving and typically have a longer driving range compared to plug-in hybrid cars.
Plug-in hybrid electric cars, or PHEVs. I understand that PHEVs combine an electric motor with a gasoline engine. Is that right?
Yes, they offer electric-only driving for shorter distances and then switch to the gasoline engine when the battery depletes.
So, PHEVs are ideal for those with range anxiety or limited access to charging infrastructure.
So really, choosing the right electric car involves considering your driving range, the charging infrastructure, where are you going to gas it up, where are you going to charge it, the performance that you might require, and affordability. Make sure you can pay for this thing.
Additionally, by understanding the different types of electric cars, such as fully electric models and plug-in hybrids, that will help you make an informed decision that aligns with your needs and preferences.
Yes, by carefully evaluating these factors and exploring various car models, you can find the perfect electric vehicle that not only reduces your environmental impact but also suits your lifestyle and budget.
So which electric car is really best for you? Well, there's really no one-size-fits-all answer. It's all going to come down to, what's best for you, what fits your needs, your lifestyle, your personal preferences, because your car a lot of times is an image of you. So do your research, take some notes, ask questions of the professionals, go test drive something, and talk to other people who own the vehicle that you want to buy, and take their answers into consideration, and then it's up to you. So if you like the information, if you want to learn more, go ahead and subscribe. If there's any questions you might have, go ahead and leave us a comment down below. We try and get to those comments early within the first few hours of posting the video. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Have a fantastic day, and good luck on your search for your next electric vehicle.
Yes, the Go Green Hub is the go-to source for all things of sustainable energy and transportation.